Hello from Clearwater Beach, Florida. Here we are in the middle of it all. Today we're going to give you a little bit of an overview on just kind of a tour guide to Clearwater Beach. And we're also going to talk about Clearwater Beach post-hurricane. It's about 5 months after back-to-back hurricanes, Helene and Milton. I'm going to show you a little bit about like what's open, maybe what's still closed, so that you can make a decision on whether or not you want to come. And just a spoiler alert / disclaimer, if you don't know, we lost absolutely everything after Helene, our house, everything in it. I have a video on that if you want to check it out. But just know that when I'm talking about the hurricane here, I'm kind of talking about it through that lens of someone who lost absolutely everything. I will say that there is plenty that is open, there is plenty to do. And in some ways, you can't even tell while you're here that this even happened. Like, there's a little bit of construction, of course, but I mean, in a beach town there is, even if there hasn't been a hurricane. And so I'm going to point out maybe some things that you might not have even noticed as being, closed. So it's possible that if you had a favorite restaurant, it's not open, but I would say Clearwater Beach is doing a great job of reopening. There is a ton to do. There is a ton open. Restaurants are reopening, even on the beach. The restaurants, most of them have reopened. Quick to the point, please still come to Clearwater Beach. I think that the beaches here in the Tampa Bay area could really use your support, but I will show you so that if you feel like maybe too much is closed or it's not recovered enough, you can make that choice. But let's go and get started in all the things Clearwater Beach, what to do, a tour guide, all of that good stuff. Let's go. We're going to start off with what looks like a normal but cloudy drive into Clearwater Beach. You don't notice much, right? You see the beautiful water, the tall buildings, but then you see this crane, and then you get to town and you're excited to be there, and you probably wouldn't have even noticed this. This is what I mean when I say that you might not notice areas that are still suffering from the hurricanes. And I don't mean to bring it up and try to make you feel sad. I bring it up because while there are definitely still areas suffering, it probably will not impact your trip too much.
All right, we just finished up at Beach Shanty Cafe. It's a small place, it's pretty nice. They got everything for breakfast that you'd need, No biscuits and gravy, obviously, which is a big favorite of mine. Which, in Florida, I don't know, you're in the South, you feel like it should. Here, would you, All right, what did you think of the Beach Shanty Cafe?
Oh, right out.
We're in Clearwater Beach. What did you think about it?
I think you covered it well, yeah. Small, cube though, quaint. It's in a little shack, it looks like. Not like a, gosh, sorry, it's windy too. Not like a ton of options, but everything you need, which is good.
All right, heard it here first. We're gonna check it out.
As you can see, it really is a little shanty. This cafe is located right in the middle of the action in Clearwater Beach. Mitchell also said that the coffee is good, so that's a huge plus. We ordered one classic type of breakfast for the kids, and then this is the French toast, which you can add coconut syrup to. It was so good. Even though businesses are open, nearly every single business on the beach was impacted by significantly less visitors for several months after the hurricanes. I wanted to include as many businesses as I could that I would personally recommend and deserve your business. Obviously, I can't include every single one, but I'll link my blog post in the description for that. Today I am including some video footage that we took around a year ago but never released to YouTube. So if I included it, it is open and running like normal even if it's an old video, unless I tell you otherwise. I just wanted to mention it in case you notice Mitchell's hair looking longer or our baby's looking significantly younger. So that leads us to Jimmy's Fish House. It's right on the water, and they were very short-staffed the day that we visited for breakfast, which is why we sat inside and this outdoor area wasn't open. But let me tell you, this waitress did way better than places that are fully staffed. She could have run this place by herself. She was incredible. We never would have noticed that they were short-staffed if someone didn't tell us. She rocked it. This is a great place to go for breakfast, but they are open for lunch and dinner as well.
Hey, we're at Jimmy's Fish House over here in Clearwater Beach. I got an ice pack, which is like an iced tea vodka, raspberry vodka drink. It seems really, really good. Jimmy's Fish House, we're here for breakfast this morning. They have awesome views.
What Jimmy's Fish House is actually known for, though, is their Bloody Mary. So that's what I have here. Haven't tried it yet. That's incredible. I can see why they are known for that. That's really good.
Tomato.
And in case you're curious about the toppings, the most recommended breakfast place that I hear of in Clearwater Beach is Clear Sky Cafe right behind me. Typically when we come here, there's a huge line, sometimes even around the block. They just reopened, which everyone was stoked about. The lines here can definitely get really long during busy times like holidays and weekends, and they're also open for lunch and dinner, but they are way more popular for breakfast. They are pretty famous for that brunch. I purposely did not order coffee at breakfast so that we could have some to go. So we stopped here at Blessed Cup. It's really close to Clear Sky Cafe, just across the street. We grabbed a nitro for Mitchell and a coconut iced latte for me. And so we're gonna grab these coffees and we're gonna go walk around. Our baby is getting a little fussy, so we need to be on the move. But if you don't have a baby that's fussy and you have some time, this is actually a great outdoor area to sit and enjoy your coffee. It's beautiful outside today. It's in the upper 70s, so being outside and drinking coffee is such a beautiful thing to do today. I know in the summer it might be a little bit warm, but they have a really cool area to sit out here if that's something that you're interested in.
We are at the Clearwater Aquarium. You can see up above me here. It's a really cool aquarium. It's great for like rainy days and just really good for kids. To me, it reminds me of like a crossover between an aquarium and a museum a little bit, just because it's like some of the aquariums, it's you know, like artwork, and it's really pretty. It's really cool. It's made famous by Winch the dolphin, which her statue's out here. She's no longer with us. That's who made it famous. This is like a rescue aquarium, so it's like a rehab for animals that were injured, and they do some really good work in here. But they have all sorts of stuff. It's a little pricey. It's not as like big and showy as like the Tampa aquarium if you're, you know, comparing local aquariums here. This one's not quite as good as that, but the interactions with animals and stuff, like every time we brought our kids here, the dolphins swim right up to the glass, and there's a huge tank that they carry them in with a big glass wall, a bunch of different little viewing areas around it. But the tank's huge at their end, and they have toys and stuff, and they're like kind of playing and interacting. It's pretty cool. My son loves it, and daughter loves it. But yeah, come check it out. I think you'll like it. Like I said, just expect that it's good on like a rainy day or just something to do with your kids. And it is a little bit pricey, but it's really cool.
These exhibits here with the really bright lights were a special exhibit that's not there anymore. It was really cool. I can't remember what it was called. It was some sort of a luminary thing. And it was really nice because they opened up special hours at nighttime in order to have this, you know, be cool and lit up. And that was actually perfect because it was freezing when they were doing this. I think we had a few days where the high was in the 50s. So it was a good activity to do when it was dark out and cold. And anyway, we loved it. We live close to the aquarium now, so we got a season pass and we've been there quite a few times. We usually go first thing in the morning or right before they close towards the end of the day. And it has never been busy. It feels like we have the dolphins to ourselves almost every time. And I don't know if that's just because of when we're going or if they've seen a decrease in admission since Winter the dolphin passed away. I'm not really sure, because we did visit when Winter was still there and it was packed. So again, I'm not sure if it's a coincidence or not, but it's been kind of nice to have it by ourselves, although we do want the aquarium to do well since they do so many good things for the sea life and that sort of thing. They say that the dolphins really like kids, and they must, because every single time we go, our kids have had some sort of experience like this, which is so cool. I get excited every single time. It never gets old. And even though this aquarium might not be as big or as fancy as the one in Tampa, which is amazing, that aquarium is awesome, I love that we can get this experience here. This is nothing that we've ever experienced at Tampa. And not only have we experienced it at the Clearwater Aquarium, but every time we go, we've experienced it. So I think that makes it pretty special. I'm going to talk about one of the bigger changes right now. So right behind me right here, you can see the main parking lot for Pier 60. Now, typically the place that you would go to get on any sort of boat, like a fishing charter, the pirate boat, anything like that, would be the way I'm facing. So right here. But the storm took all of that out. All of those docks or whatever they're called were completely ruined. And so I'm going to flip it around and show you more. All of those charters, or most of them, are still in business. They're just in a different location, and it's not just like right here all in the same place. All right, I'll try to talk loud with the traffic. There's always traffic here, so there's no way of getting around that. That building right there shows the rooftop of Jimmy's, which if I haven't already talked about in this video, we're going to talk about. But you can see all of the construction here. All of this used to be lined with like charter boats and stuff like that. And I'll basically, they're all over here now, and they do have their own parking lot, so you don't have to walk like super far, but they're like on the other side of the Marina, Cantina, Salt Cracker, Fish Camp restaurants. So that's a bigger change from the hurricanes, but shouldn't affect you too much if you were hoping to get on a boat during your vacation or your trip.
This is the beach shop. This is the area kind of in front of the pier where you can go and hang out. They do a sunset festival here every night. Behind me, you'll see some rides, different things. Big slide. Where is that at? Over here. Boom, giant slide. So there's still a lot of that stuff open, but the pier is still closed. You can see behind me, all blocked off. So there's still no access to that. Pretty heavy damage all the way down it. You can see it definitely took a beating during Helene in Milton. Also, some of this park, little kids park, some of it's closed down. It looks like it took some damage during the storm, but the beach shop is open, doing ice cream. They got all sorts of stuff in there. Overpriced sunscreen, whatever you need, honestly. Probably really expensive sunglasses. It is kind of a bummer that the pier is closed. I know that like Venice's pier is also, got hit pretty bad during a storm, and Fort Myers, obviously. So it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes to get it back to what it was, because it's still been a few years for them, which is pretty rough. But they still do the sunset, I guess, festival or celebration down here at nighttime every night. And they'll have like little street performers set up, guys doing backflips and juggling or all that stuff set up down here. A lot of little musicians and stuff you give a couple bucks to when you walk by. But it's still a really cool scene down here, despite the bridge being, or the pier being closed down. So
Right after we recorded this and said that the pier was closed, they reopened it. It took about 5 months for the pier to reopen post back-to-back hurricanes. So that is really exciting. Right now, it's only open halfway because they are still working on repairing the other half, but it's so exciting that it reopened just in time for spring break. Here are some videos of what it looked like right before it reopened. Again, we were there like a couple of days before it reopened, I think. And I'm going to show you a video, an old video of one of our many, many walks at this pier. And this is what it looks like now for the most part. And these videos also were only taken up to the point that it's closed now. So you can walk this whole area that I'm showing you in the video. If you're lucky, you might even be able to see some dolphins. And if you are, the views of them from up above are so spectacular. It's also gorgeous to see the beach from this view as well. I'm going to spend more of today talking about some of the lesser known activities on Clearwater Beach, but of course you're going to spend probably quite a bit of time at the beach. It is a colder day in February today, so it's not as busy as it might be on a normally good, super sunny, hot day. Usually this area is packed. I'll show you this area compared to what it looks like now really quick. This is also from the bridge or the pier when the pier was open though. And as I'm talking, you see the pirate ship out there. That's one of the best things to do. So after a busy morning, let's talk about lunch.
All right, we're getting ready to go to our first stop. It's right back here called Palm Pavilion.
So Palm Pavilion is right on the beach. I'm not sure if you can see right here. You have some really good water views. It's set just a little bit ways back, so you're not like on the beach, but you have some amazing views. They have a little patio you can sit on to get some good water views, and they have an indoor seating area as well. They also have a lot of live music pretty consistently, and it's a full restaurant, so it's a good place to go if you're hungry. But their specialty cocktails are amazing.
Amazing cocktails. They also have really good apps. Last time yeah.
This is one of our favorite places, so let us show you. It's a great place to kick everything off. It would also be a good place to end things at since they have food. We are hungry. We just got here and it's lunchtime, so here we go. This video was taken right after they opened, I think a couple of nights later, and it was so good to see the local businesses full of visitors again. I'm so happy for them, and I'm so happy for all the visitors too, because Palm Pavilion is by far one of my favorite places on Clearwater Beach.
Here you get a few drinks, some appetizers, have some bottles, you know.
We're eating inside just because the wait was 0. There was no wait to eat inside, but you can eat on the little patio type deck and have the most incredible water views. We do have some peekaboo beach views from here, but my camera's like not picking them up for you. We'll try to show you. But this is a most perfect place to grab a drink, to get some water views. This is one of our go-tos, but they have some specialty frozen drinks, which are perfect for vacation. I ordered a skinny pina colada. What did you order?
I got the rum runner, the Palm Pavilion rum runner specifically, on the rocks. They have for it either iced or on the rocks, which is pretty much the same. But anyway, I'm excited.
And this little guy will be sticking to his water.
Water and some grouper nuggets.
Yes, we got some appetizers.
Oh yeah.
Just across the parking lot is Frenchie's. It's another favorite by both locals and visitors, and it is also open for business where you can just put your toes in the sand right there. Between Frenchie's and Palm Pavilion, this is what the parking lot looks like for now. I have no doubt it will be back to normal soon, and you probably wouldn't even notice, or if you did, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. But I think it's a reminder of the devastation that Mother Nature can bring. For anyone who missed our video on our hurricane experience, this is what our street looked like right after Hurricane Helene, with piles and piles of sand everywhere. So I imagine that Clearwater Beach looked a lot like this as well. Okay, back to happy things. This is Tommy's Tiki, and it is located at the Hilton, but you don't need to be staying at the Hilton to stay there. This is a little tiki bar right on the sand. I'm sure you're picking up on a bit of a pattern here. I obviously really like to put my feet right in the sand. They have amazing tropical drinks. It just doesn't feel more like vacation than this. It's also nice for the kids to run around so they are occupied, plus you can relax a little bit. It's just perfect. We love this spot. We used to really love Jammin's. It's a little bar right on the main stretch of Clearwater Beach, and I think it just made me really nostalgic because it reminds me so much of one of those college bars that would let you in underage, but with those like huge black X's to make sure that you didn't get served alcohol. If you know, you know. But anyways, Jammin's had fun drinks just like those college bars and Jell-O shots as well. It's clearly been a while.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. Really good though. You gonna squeeze it?
I am. Their Facebook has not been updated since the day after the storm, so I'm not sure what's happening. These videos were obviously before the storm, and sadly, this is what it looks like now. And as I'm talking, you might see the pirate ship out here. I think it's right there. That's one of the best things to do in Clearwater Beach, especially like with kids. We are not gonna do that today. We're gonna actually go out on the shark boat dolphin tour. So the boat looks like a shark, but we go see dolphins. But the pirate ship is another wonderful option if you're looking to get out on the water. It's kind of fun to see Clearwater Beach from a different angle, but we'll get to that. We are on the Megabyte. It is a shark boat to go see dolphins. So when you're in Clearwater Beach, I recommend getting out on the water at some point in time. It's just kind of cool to see the beach from a different kind of like point of view. And who doesn't love a good day on the water? There are a lot of ways to do it. We like this one because it's only an hour, and we didn't know how 2 toddlers would do. So this is a great experience for kids. It's good for just like a quick get on the water, and we got to see dolphins.
Bunch of dolphins, yeah. And the crew couldn't be nicer. And they're not the kind of company that's nickel and dime you. I mean, they told us water was $1 here, and beers are $3, which on the ship, $3 beers. It's pretty good. So, but yeah, we're having a great time. They've kind of taken us around Sand Key. Chelsea's gonna take the toddlers again. But yeah, we're having a good time. And Megabyte Shark Tours. This is the Megabyte 2 we're on. It leaves out of Clearwater Beach. So back at it.
Our favorite place to end the night is at Jimmy's Crow's Nest. They have the most incredible views and it's the best place to watch the sun go down. Right at sunset, they give away free shots every night. Don't worry, they're not too strong, but they are pretty good. They also have full food here if you're hungry. They have some of the best chips and guac like ever. They're so good. We really hope that you enjoyed this video on Clearwater Beach. Maybe you found a new place to try or saw one of your old favorites. We hope that you're looking forward to getting back to the island and that this video was useful. If it was, we would so appreciate a thumbs up or make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We're happy to answer them. We're just so excited that the islands are starting to come back. Clearwater Beach looks great. You're gonna have a great trip. And if you don't have a trip planned, then hopefully this gives you the confidence to plan one. All right, we'll see you next time. Aaron's of the year here.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh man, let's wait till all these people walk by. It's kind of like an old... All right, here we go. We are at the Clearwater Aquarium. Let's restart that. That already started awful.
Let's wave. Hey guys, look at the camera.
Can you wave? Waving. We're eating crackers right now.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's really good. All right, what'd you get again?
Okay, I got this skinny pina colada, and I had no idea that that meant it would be on the rocks. Totally fine, but here we go to try it. That's perfect. Oh, that's so perfect. I feel like we are on vacation. We kind of are.
Yeah.
We live here, but we treat it like vacation, right? Like every day is